I am Kalima DeSuze. I am the owner of Café con Libros, an intersectional feminist bookstore and coffee shop here in Brooklyn. I grew up right here in this neighborhood, Crown Heights, Eastern Parkway in Franklin. Had family up and down Eastern Parkway, up and down Franklin Avenue, up and down Prospect Place, right in this neighborhood, literally. How do I take my coffee? I only one way. First of all, can I just say that I was not a coffee drinker before I opened up this coffee shop. I became a coffee drinker heavy in I think it was 2015 when I went to Ethiopia. Loved everything about the culture around coffee, and that is how I became a coffee drinker. So now I take my coffee mocha latte, extra hot, oat milk, no whip, no nothing, just that. So Ryan is my partner. He's been my partner for 5 years. He's the barista who does all the coffee stuff, and he makes it very clear and known that I don't know how to make a single coffee drink, a single espresso drink, but it's okay because I've read most of the books and he hasn't. So fair game. But that's my partner, yes. For me, it is literally in the name. So Café con Libros is obviously a play on Café con Leche, which is coffee with milk, but this is coffee with books. And so I brought that. It was really important for me to bring that into my bookstore. I wanted my Panamanian community to be proud, to feel represented, to feel like even though I grew up here in America, that I still hold my culture near and dear, and I still attribute my success, my tenacity, my respect for this country's history to my sort of descendants of my ancestry. So it really was important for me to bring it in. So a lot of people felt confused when they come into the bookstore, and they're like, wait, this is in Spanish. I thought it was Black owned, as if they can't operate at the same time. I think also, like, even aside from Café con Libros, the idea that it's a feminist bookstore was really confusing to folks, right? Like, they automatically thought that Ryan's wife was white, and they felt so emboldened to say that out loud that they would literally say, your wife must be white. People think that this coffee shop is a mark of gentrification, when it could just literally be me expressing my culture once again. We have our own coffee. It is a big thing. Café Duran is really big in Panama. It's really big here. It is not the province of the rich. It's not the province of the white. It is the province of South America and African countries and folks in the Middle East. Like, we need to stop the foolery. Again, it's like, what does that mean? It's part of our culture, right? Like, it's part of so many South American and Central American cultures. Coffee with milk. A lot of us drink tea with milk. Like, it's always milk. You know, so I just felt like it was the best play on words ever to do both, and to bring in my culture, but also to make it relevant to the actual space. It really is what this space is. This coffee with books. I can literally just say, and I have said it over and over again, that books, specifically Black feminist books, saved my life. It gave me a place of reflection. It gave me a mirroring space. It pointed out, like, all the stuff that I'm going through individually is actually systemic issues, and that don't even let yourself get caught up in the foolery. Like, get really clear about who you are and stick to it, hands down. And the coffee thing was my trip to Ethiopia. Really, like, I went to a coffee shop in Ethiopia, in Addis Ababa, and I couldn't believe the energy in that coffee shop. I was like, what are these people? Like, what's going on? They're so happy. And they literally, and we would go back, you know, we went back a few times, and I said, but these are people that see each other every day. Like, they were taxi drivers. They were so happy in that coffee shop to see each other. And I said, this is what I want to create. I want people to be happy when they see each other. I want to create a space where people come in and they feel warm and they feel like, I want to be here. I'm so happy to be here. And so I decided to pair those two together. I've been thinking about it. I don't have much space to think about it, but I have been thinking about it. I think for me, one of the most important things, I have like concrete goals of like how many more followers I want on IG and how many, you know, I have that kind of stuff. But I think at the root of that is really my desire to broaden our community broaden the diversity of our community. I want to impact people's lives. I want folks, when they come in, that they feel represented. They feel like, wow, that book looks like me, you know? I want this to be a one-stop shop for families, right? It really matters to me when an entire family can come in, despite the age. Something here resonates. Something here is of interest. Something here says, like, this is for me. And, you know, that's what I want, right? Like, I want people to really feel at home in this place, to feel challenged, but to feel loved as well. I want us to be a true representation of intersectional feminism, a space where we are affirming and uplifting multiple identities, and where people feel that when they come in the bookstore, and they feel that in everything that we do.